Hey, what's going on? It's Coach James, Fit Dad here. I was talking to a buddy of mine recently, and he asked me a really good question. So I want to take a moment and talk about it. He asked me, James, why do you bother doing this coaching thing? And he said, I get it. He's using the fitness programs and he's drinking Shakeology, and he's like, James, I totally get it. The fitness programs are excellent. They're fast and efficient. He's like, I get my exercise done and I can move on with my day. And he's loving Shakeology. It's like, it tastes great. I feel better than I have in my adult life. He's cut some weight and he's feeling fantastic. He's like, but why take it to this other place? Why not just, use the products and the programs and just be fine doing that? And so that's a really good question. And I told him, actually, it has a lot to do with my corporate job, that my decision to become a coach has a lot to do with my corporate job. And before I could continue answering him, he kind of thought he had it figured out. He interrupted me and said, oh, I see. So you're unhappy in your corporate job? And I said, no, not really. Actually, I enjoy my job. For those of you that don't know, I work in medical device sales. So I work in anesthesia and patient monitoring products. And I get to work with clinicians, with anesthesiologists and CRNAs, and I get to work with technicians and biomedical engineers. And I also get to work with the business side of hospitals, OR directors and supply chain and value analysis. And for me, it satisfies a lot of areas. I get to kind of satisfy my sort of inner nerd, science-y guy inside of me, working with all the clinicians. And then I get to satisfy also side of me that loves conducting business, working with supply chain and contracts and all of that. So I was like, no, actually, that's not it at all. I really enjoy my job. And then all of a sudden he said, oh, so you need to make some more money. Is that kind of it? It's just not really, making ends meet. And that's not the case at all. I told him, well, actually, no, we're, fortunate enough that we're very comfortable. Bills are paid and we got money in the bank. And so, we're very fortunate, and job offers a lot of corporate perks. And so, no, that's not it at all, actually. And so I just kind of let him have it because he was trying to guess. And he goes on to say, oh, I get it. So you don't like the people you work with. And I told him, well, no, that's not it either. I really like my team, and my manager is really cool, and leadership is really great and progressive and forward thinking. And, our marketing and sales operations and productions team, they work really well together. We all listen to each other and feed off of each other. So, it's by no means a perfect company or a perfect role, but for the most part, I really like my job, and it provides for my family, and I like the people that I work with. And so he kind of like looks at me and he's like, okay, well, I don't get it. Then what is it about your corporate job that created a motivation and a desire to do this Beachbody coaching thing? I said, well, actually, in my role, like I said, I work with anesthesia and monitoring products. So I work in the surgical and acute care areas of hospitals. So basically the areas of hospitals where people are really not doing well, where people are really sick. And going into the role years ago, I kind of thought that the majority of the circumstances and situations that I'd be around were going to be, caused by accidents, and really just like emergency and unfortunate accidents, and then conditions, hereditary conditions, people that were dealing with things out of their control. And so, as much as that is the case and is a factor in the scope of work that I deal with, what I found was really interesting. And although I don't have any access to looking at patient records or understanding people's personal situations, you talk to enough doctors and you talk to enough anesthesiologists, and you're in these environments enough, that what I found was it was just staggering to see, and sad to see, the number of people that were there either because it was a direct relation to poor lifestyle habits, or it was really a causation and they were there because of poor lifestyle habits and just the standard stuff that doctors have been telling us for years. You need to exercise regularly, you need to eat healthy, get proper nutrition. And the more and more I'm in these environments and talking to these clinicians, the more and more it becomes so glaringly obvious that there is a dramatic issue in our society. And I know that this isn't, a fun or entertaining subject, and some of you may be hovering over the mouse and getting ready to X out of this video, and I get it. It's not something that a lot of us like to hear or talk about. It's kind of one of those, yeah, I get it conversations. But for me personally, that's why I decided to do this. That's why I decided to put myself out there and promote this system, because it works. And I've said it before in some of my other videos, and I get it. I'm not saying this is the only thing that works. If you like the gym, awesome. That's fantastic. I get it. There's a social aspect to the gym, and you can feed off of that energy. Maybe you have friends or whatever. That's great. If you've got the time to go to the gym, if that works for you and your lifestyle, awesome. Now, if you have a gym membership and you think to yourself the last time you went, and it's been a couple of weeks or 2 or 3 weeks, maybe you ought to think about, is that really valuable? Is that money really being well spent? Does that really work for my life? Because I was there. I've been there. Where I had the gym membership and it really just didn't work to go back and forth and do the workout. I needed to find a quick and efficient way to do that. And working out at home, although it was very foreign to me, I had no idea what that looked like. It's easy, it's fast, and it's efficient. And then also this nutrition shake, Shakeology. That was a whole thing that my wife came to, and she was telling me, I really think that you should drink this. And I'm very resistant, I'm very skeptical. I immediately thought that's just another one of those gimmick products, and it's not. It's really, you drink a shake whenever, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever works for you, and you get your daily dose of whole food nutrition. All natural, no artificial ingredients, no added sugars, and none of that nonsense. It's just good nutrition. And so that's why I explained to my buddy, I was like, there's a real problem in our society these days. And if I can help affect change, if I can help make somebody's life better, then this is worth it. This is worth it to be, whatever, clowned on or ridiculed or whatever it is that happens out there, I'm okay with. Because what's important to me is that I'm able to convey this message to somebody that needs it. So if you're watching this right now and you're thinking to yourself, I've been needing to get proper nutrition, I've been needing to get exercise, I just haven't been able to figure out a way to work that into my busy life, this is a way. This is a great way. I'm not saying this is the only way. This is a way that really works for a lot of people. So if you're interested, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I would love to be able to talk to you and show you how this works. All right? Have a great day, everybody.